Black G, Black G.
Hello, my name is Lia with Lia Abney LLC. I'm just coming on for a few minutes on tonight to talk to you about unmasking our true identities. So, how do you respond to the world around you? Right? How do you respond to the world around you? Do you recognize yourself when you look in the mirror after you made these responses? Well, your identity is more than just your physical features or what you see reflected back at you through the mirror. Your identity is connected to the way that you respond to the world around you, regardless of whether it is a positive interaction or a negative interaction. And I just want to share my story in that I have found myself um, through just a series of events where I was just angry. I was angry. I especially got angry when there was just this expectation that just because I was quote unquote a Christian, that I should respond a certain way. Oh, so that means that I can't just give you the wrath of my tongue because I am quote unquote a Christian. Y'all, I was a hot mess because I would just be like saying anything that came to my mind and without worrying about how it sounded or where it came from. But then one day I did just take a moment and I took a good look at myself in the mirror. I took a good look at myself in the mirror and I saw these eyes that were looking back at me. And behind those eyes was a wall. There was this wall that I couldn't see beyond. And I recognized that this wall that was there was built upon insecurities, was built upon hopelessness and anger. And so there was this identity I did not know, nor could I no longer relate to. So, on tonight, what I want to talk to you is about how to discover your true identity. How to discover your true identity. And this process that I'm going to share with you on tonight resulted from me doing my own self exploration. And this self exploration, I was able to find three key principles that I was able to tie into to help me in that process. And so the first one I want to talk about, which I alluded to a little bit earlier, was that you have to know your own insecurities. And I want to say this, that your insecurities is nothing but a byproduct of fear. Yes, it is close, it is directly tied to fear. I'm going to say this again. Insecurity Insecurity is a byproduct of fear. What do I mean? To protect yourself when you are feeling insecure about something is because you're feeling fearful of being rejected. It could be rejection. It could be feeling neglected. It could be feelings of being left out or being attacked. So you end up responding in these ways that could be very negative or be offensive in some type of manner. And so being able to understand these insecurities, they may be tied in. It really requires you to have courage in this exploration of identifying these insecurities, because your insecurities, you want to get to the root cause of it. And the root cause of it may be tied into something that happened in your past, that may be the opinion of yourself, something you have been telling yourself over and over again. Like for some of us, especially women, we turn around and we're so tied to our hair, right? You see, I'm naturally bald. And so I had to get to the point where I was speaking to myself saying, hey, look, you're beautiful. And I had to hear it enough from other people. You're beautiful without the hair. The other part of that is opinions of others, being able to identify those insecurities where they're tied into, your past, opinions of others, or opinions of yourself. The second key thing that I had to look at was you had to look at, what are you believing? What words are you believing that have been spoken over you, or you have been speaking to yourself in your mind? What are you believing, right, in your mind? Your thoughts, right? And your actions. What type of actions are you exhibiting because of what has been spoken over you or what you have come to believe. So you have to look at, what are you believing in this time, in this journey in your life. The third one I want to talk about is, I want to talk about the strength to overcome and walk in victory. And the way that you do that is, you have to be able to communicate. Your communication can either be through journal writing or finding somebody to mentor with and being connected with in a safe environment that you can share that with, to explore more about those insecurities and come up with a positive response instead of a negative response. The next one is, you want to connect again with the right people, and you want to commit to the process. By doing all of these, this is where you're going to be able to find your true identity. Number one, again, knowing your insecurities. Number two, what is it that you're believing? What do you believe about yourself? What identity are you tied into because you have believed it so much other than what is true? Number three, we want to talk about the strength. You want to be able to commit through the process. You want to communicate it, you want to commit, and you want to connect with the right people. So thank you so much.